Hello guys, welcome to the part 10 of the project. So today in this part of the project we are gonna create our contact page. As you can see, so this contact page we're gonna create it. As you can see that in the top we'll have the information, and in the right side we are gonna have this form. So this will be all nice styled, as you can see, and also we're gonna have this nice image, and also we're gonna have this card with this pin, as you can see. We're gonna create it, we're gonna make it responsive. Let me show you what it will be the mobile device look. So in the mobile or in the small device it will look like, as you can see, look like that. We're gonna have this, as you can see, these all responsive layout. So as you can see that we're gonna have this all responsive layout for this contact page, as you can see. That's what we're gonna make for our contact page. I hope you guys will like it. Also, if you wanna get some interesting tips and tricks about web design and development, you can follow us on Instagram. The handle is instagram.com/web_CIFAR. Also, if you face any kind of problem with this tutorial, you can join our Facebook community group. We have a great and helpful community and you can post your problem there. So with that saying, let's get started. So hello guys, as you know that today we are gonna create our contact page. So this will be the contact page. So let's actually start with that. So let's go to our page. Inside that we have our contact page already, and here I'm just saying the h1. So instead of this h1, let's actually create let's have a component instead of that. So here in our components, let's get a new file. Let's name it contact section.js. So contact section.js, and inside that RFC, and inside that I will have a div with a class of container, and inside this container I will have my section section title. So let's actually have that section title, and let's also import that. So import section title, and from we need to actually go to our section title. So here it is. Now we have the section title, and if I come here in our website, I should see something, and I'm not seeing because I don't have this component in my contact page. So let's have the component. So the component name contact section, and let's have that. So once I should see. So I am seeing that, but I can't see it properly because we have some problem with the spacing. So let's have the style for that. So before that, let's also have our heading and subheading. So for the heading, we'll have the contact, and for the subheading we will say that get in touch. And also let's have the style here. So constant contact section style equals to, and here I'll say that styled.div, and let's also import this styled from the style components. And here first of all let's have the padding here, because without that padding we will not see anything. And also let's apply the style here, and as you can see that I can see my subheading and also my heading. So after this section title, let's create another div with a class of contact section wrapper. So inside that we will have our two part. So div with a class of left and also the right. So in the left part we will have the information. If I come here, as you can see, this contact info. in the left side. In the right side we will have the actual form. So for our so right now let's say that for the right side we'll have the form letter. So let's say that contact form, and for the left side here we will say that for the each of our these information will have a component. So let's create the component. So again in our components folder, let's create a new file and name it contact info item, contact info item .js, and rfc to create a function component, and inside that we'll have our contact info. For now let's have h1. Let's say that this is contact info, and let's save it and call it here contact info item. And yeah, that's it. If I save it, I should see the text. As you can see that I am seeing the text contact info. So let's go to our contact info item, and let's have the item as you can see here. So let's have that first of all. So for that, what I need actually, I need an icon and also the text. So instead of having this h1, I will have a div with the class of icon, and inside that I will have my icon. So this icon will be from our props. So icon will be, so for now let's actually have a default icon. So let's say that md place, and let's also import that. I think I need to import it from the React icons. So md place from React icons /md. Yeah, that's it. So after that we will have the text here. So let's also have the props for it. So text will be, let's say that this is an info, and if I have that, I need to use those icon and text. So let's use those. So here let's say that icon, and also I will have another div with the class of info where I will have my text actually. So here inside the ptext is another component that we already have. So I need to import that, and let's also say that text will be here. So also import this ptext here. So import ptext from, so let's say that ptext, and this should be okay. As you can see that I'm having my icon and also I'm having the information. So that's great. I need some style here. So let's actually style that. So constant item style equals to styled.div, and let's also import that. And here what I will do actually, first of all let's say that, and here first of all let's say that for our padding we'll have about 2 rem, and also background color will be the variable deep dark. Great. And also let's say that display will be flex, and finally align items center, and also gap will be 2 rem, and border radius will be the 8 pixel, and margin bottom will be 2 rem. And if I save, I should apply this style in my div here, and if I save, as you can see that I have the item info item, as you can see, but it is not properly styled yet. So we need a couple of more style here. So for the icon we're gonna say that color will be variable white, and also let's say that in the end we'll have this semicolon, and also background color will be the variable dash gray 2, Yeah, this is it. Okay, great. I need to increase the SVG. I'll do it later. So padding will be 1.3 RAM, and also align items will be the items will be the center, and justify content will be the also center, and border radius will be 50%, means it will be a perfectly circle. So SVG here I can actually increase that. So 3 point, let's set that font size, or we can actually set that width will be 3.5 RAM, and if I do, yeah, it is now increased. Perfect. So now we have our information item. So if I come here in our section, means contact section, as you can see that I have this contact info. So if I make 3 of them, as you can see that I have now 3 of my information. So now what I need to do, actually I need to pass the props here. So icon will be the, so for the first one, the icon will be the local phone. So MD, I need to create the MD local phone, and also I need to import that. And after that we will have the next one for so the next one is actually the text. So the text will be, let's say that plus 880, and this is my number, and if I do, I can see my icon, and also I can see my text. Yeah, for the second one, let's also do the same thing. So icon, so for the icon here, I will actually have the email one, so because this will be the email, so MD email, and let's import that. And finally I also need the text here. So text will be the, let's say that the email will be the web CIFAR at gmail. Yeah, as you can see that the email and the icon. And for the last one, I will have my default icon, and but we are going to have a custom text. The text will be Chittagong, Bangladesh, and this is it, as you can see. So this is it, as you can see that we have all of our information item, and we need now this contact form. We don't have the contact form, so let's have the contact form here. So for that we are going to have a component. So let's actually create a new file in our components folder. The name will be contact form.js, contact form.js. So contact form.js, and RFC to create a functional component. So here inside the functional component, what we'll have is we will have our form. So let's have that. So form, so this will be our form. Here we will not have anything for the action, and inside that I will have a div with a class of form group, and here inside the form group we'll have our label. So this will be the for the first field. So the label for the label will be the name, and here we'll also that your name, and inside that we will have the input. So input, so this input will be a type of text, and also we are going to have the ID. Here the ID will be the name, and also the name will be the name, and finally the value. So for the value we are gonna store these things in our state hook. So let's have that. So constant here name and set name, and equals use state, and for the initial value it will be an empty, and here we're gonna need this. So as you can say that I'm importing it. So fine, now we just can say that for the value it will be our name that we have here, and also whenever we are going to change the field value, what we need to do, actually we need to say that on change what we need. So on change we are gonna say that for the event not e dot, we just can say that set name, and we need to pass the value which will be e dot target dot value, and this is it, as you can see. So if I actually import, if I actually use this contact form in our section, so contact form, and let's import that. Do I have the correct name? Contact form, yeah. So I have that now. So if I have, I can see my input here, and also I can type, means I can change, which means actually it's working perfectly. So after that, let's actually create the new div, means new form group, because we will need this for each of our field. So for the second field, it will be for our name. So I just can actually say, I can use this, I can select all the same instance here and say that email. So it will actually change all this thing, and also here it will be set email. We don't have it yet, but we'll have it in a moment. Email, yeah, fine. So let's have this for our email also. So email, and also set email, fine. So I have the second one for our email, as you can see, so your email. So let's actually duplicate this. So for the third one, we are not going to have the input in this time, we are gonna have the text area. So text area, so this text area will have our message. So instead of our email, we're gonna actually have the, let's actually select the all instance and have, instead of email, we are going to have the message. So message, and here we need the message. We don't have it yet, we need to actually create that. So message, and also message, yeah. So we have our three fields right now, and finally what we need, actually we need a button for the submit. So here before our closing form, we'll have a button, and inside the button we'll have a type, which will be the submit, and as a text we gonna say send. So here is our send button, fine. And also here let's create the style for it. So constant, so let's name it form style. Let me actually have it form style equals to style dot div, and here we're gonna have all the style for the form. So first of all, here let's say that the width will be 100%, and also apply this in our form. So we need to apply this style in our form. So for that, instead of having div, I will have the form. So this style will be start from the form. Now we can actually have this, and we can paste, instead of form we can actually paste this form style. So if I have this, and I also have this closing form style, which means it will work. So right now I have the width of 100%, and also say that for the form group which is inside our form, so width will be 100%, and also let's say the margin bottom will be the 2 rem, yeah, fine. So label will be the font size of 1.8 rem, and also input, and also the text area will have a width of 100% and font size of 2 rem, and padding will be the 1.2 rem, and color will be the variable gray one, and also we need this double hyphen here, and background color will be the variable deep dark, and once again this hyphen will be needed. So outline will be here none, and also same for the border, and border radius will be about 8 pixel, and margin top 1 rem. And if I am having this background color, and also the color, if I type anything, as you can see the color is actually our gray one. Yeah, everything is fine what I needed. So for the text area here, so text area the mean height will be 250 pixel, and also I don't want to have the resize in our horizontally, I want to have the resize only for the vertical. So vertical, now I have the resize, as you can see that for the only vertical. So fine. And finally we need to style the button. So button with the type of submit, and here for that the background color will be the variable gray one, and color will be the variable black, and also font size of 2 rem, and here display will be block, and once again outline and all the other thing will be none, and border will be the none, and padding will be the 1 rem and 4 rem for the left and right, and border radius will be 8 pixel, and finally the cursor will be the pointer. We have it, but okay, the color is, it is not having the black color because I don't have the correct spelling right now. As you can see that I'm having the black color and also the gray background. So right now we have our good looking form here, and also we have the information. So what I need lastly, we need to style this thing, means as you can see that we don't want that. What we want is actually we want to have the layout like that. So let's have the style for it. So in our contact section style we need the style. So here let's say that for our contact section wrapper, let's say that display will be the flex, and also the gap will be 5 rem, and margin top 7 rem, and also justify content will be the center, and position will be the relative. So if I do, as you can see that it is now in flex, as you can see, but it is not what we want. Also I want a line, as you can see that between them, so this line. So let's have that. So we are going to have that line with our pseudo element. So contact section wrapper, and after here the position will be absolute, and also the content will be the nothing, and width will be 2 pixel, and the height will be 50%, and background color will be the variable gray one. If I do I can't see it still, because I think I don't have the position yet. So left will be 50% and also the top will be 30% and transform translate minus 50% and also the minus 50% for the Y. Transform. So if I have that, I still can't see it. I don't have the correct color, so it should be gray 1. Now I can see it, but it is not correctly in place. So for that, what I need to do actually, instead of having this justify content center, we can actually have the space between, so which will allow you to have the space instead of having the space in the left and the right. It will actually have the space in between them. So if I do, I can see my line, and also they are actually properly having the gap. So fine. After that, let's actually go to our left side. So left here, I will say that for the left, the width will be about 100%. Here max width 500 pixel. So if I do, I should see this is actually having, as you can see, a little bit more space. So as you can see that it is actually having a proper width whenever we are in the large device, but it is not having it is actually facing the issue whenever we are going to in the small device, but we will fix it in a moment. But before that, let's go to our right side here, and let's say that max width will be the 500 as well, and width will be 100%, and border radius will be 12 pixel. And yeah, that's it. I even don't need this border radius. I had this because previously I had a background, but I don't have background right now, so I don't need this border radius. So also for our media query, let's get a media query. Here let's say that for our 768 pixel, the wrapper, so contact wrapper, this wrapper will have a flex direction of column. So if I come here, so if I go to a little bit more, okay, so okay, I'm having a double dot here, it should be 1. So as you can see that right now it's now having a column. So after that, let's go to our pseudo element, because we don't need this pseudo element in our small device, so let's remove that. So contact wrapper, after display will be guess none, so we'll have the display none for this pseudo element, and also for the left and right we'll have the width of 100%. So left will have also the right one will have a max width of 100%. Yeah, fine. So finally for our the right side, we'll have a padding 4M and 2M, 2M and 2M. And if I do, yeah, I am seeing a little bit more gap in the font side, means in the top side. Yeah, fine. We have our proper style and it is looking really good. So finally what I need actually, I need this map. So let's have the map. So for the map, let's go to our contact page here. Let's create a new component. Let's actually go to our components folder and create a new file which will be map.js, and RFC to create a new component, sorry, RFC to create a functional component. And here let's say that hello from the map, and let's actually call it we'll call it directly inside of our contact page. So map and this will be the map one, and if I do, I can see the text from the component. So for this map, this is not actually a map, as you can see that it is an image only. We are gonna have the image, and we are going to have the link here, as you can see. So means it will open the link in our Google map. Instead of having the actual map, we are gonna have our image as a map. So let's actually have it. So for that, what I need, actually I need a div with a class of container, because it is outside of container right now. And here what I need to create the card first of all. So card, for the card, let's actually have the map, and after that the card. So now we need this h3 where we will have the card heading, and inside that, let's say that here is me, and also we'll have a p text, and here let's say that, let me actually copy the text here and paste it. So if I come here, I am seeing my text and also the heading. Fine. And finally we need a anchor tag here. I'm gonna use anchor tag instead of having the link from react.dom, because this will be an external link, means whenever I'll click, it will open it external tab. So that's why I'm gonna use an anchor tag, so instead of the link. So let's have it. So for the href, let me copy a link here. So this is the link from the Google map what I have here. As you can see that this is a Google map link, so I'm having the link from directly Google map. And for the text, I'll just say that open in Google map, and also these will open in a new tab. So for that, I need to say that target will be the underscore blank, and finally the relation will be no referral, no referrer. So fine, we have it. So that's what we need. We don't need anything. We will have the image in our background image. So let's have it. So constant, and let's have the style here. So let's say that map styles equals to styled, and let's also apply this here. Fine. So inside of this style, what we are going to have, so for first of all the background, so the URL we already have the image here. Let's actually have the image. So import map image from assets slash images slash I think the name is map.png, and let's have the URL here. Let's say that map image, and if I do, yeah, I'm seeing the map image here. And also let's say that no repeat, and I can say center, and finally the cover. So this is the background image shorthand. As you can see, you can apply all the property at once. So mean height, the mean height will be 400 pixel. As you can see, now I'm having it. So for the container, so let's go to our container. Right now we don't have anything for our container. So for the container, the position will be absolute, sorry, not absolute, it will be relative. The card will be absolute. So mean height will be 400 pixel as well. Fine. And for our map card, here let's say that the position will be absolute, and right will be 10 pixel, 10% actually, and bottom will be 10% as well. And after that we will have a padding. The padding will be 2rem, and background color, not color, the background, yeah, it is actually color, so the background will be deep dark. So now as you can see that I am having the deep dark background color, and the width will be, so let's say that 300 pixel, yeah, fine. And finally max width, not 300 will be the max width, and we'll gonna have a width of 100%. And finally border radius, top pixel, and this is it, as you can see. So fine, as you can see that it's looking good. And also let's say that I wanna style the heading and all other things, so let's do that. So map card heading, and for the heading the font size will be the 3rem, and margin bottom will be the 1rem. I have 3T here, oh my god. So margin bottom 1rem, yeah, fine. So finally what I need to style the link here, and let's say that map dash card link. Do I have this class? I don't think so. Let's actually have the class here. So class name will be this, and for the style let's say the display will be inline block. First of all, line block, and also the font size should be 1.6 rem, and margin top 3 rem, and text decoration will be the underline. Yeah, this is it, as you can see. So here if you notice that I have this pin, it is actually attached with the image, so I am having the image with the pin. So right now what I need, actually I need to have this card positioned with this pin, as you can see that. That's why I just said that 10% and 10%, so it will be in position with the pin, as you can see here. And also what I can do, as you can see that it is not perfect in all device. In the small device it will be something like that. We don't want that. For the small device we're gonna fix it with media query. We're gonna fix the position for it. So let's actually do that right now. So here in our media query, so here let's say that the background position will be 80%, and the center. So for the X it will be 80%, for the Y it will be center. So now as you can see that it is in perfect place. And also for our small device, means if I go something like more crazy small device, as you can see, so it is not actually the card is actually, as you can see that it is squashed. We don't want that. So let's actually duplicate this media query. Instead of having that 768, we'll have 400 pixel, and here I will just say that the map card will have a max width of none, and right will be auto. Means what it will do, it will actually, so now as you can see that what it will do, it will actually stay in the center. So I'm now 250, and if I go more, as you can see that it is fine. So yeah, that's it, that's what we want. So it will be fine for all devices, as you can see. So now as you can see that for our mobile device, it is looking good, the contact info and the form and also the map. Yeah, it's fine. And whenever I'll click this, let's actually see what it will do. So as you can see that now I'm in the place, and the URL is this one actually. So as you can see, or what you can do, you can actually maybe copy from the URL somewhere here. Yeah, that's it. As you can see, we have completed this contact page. And also in the next video, we're gonna apply the smooth scroll, means this smooth scroll, as you can see, in our whole website. And also we're gonna deploy this our website in the Netlify. So the next video will be the last video in this project, and I hope I will see you in the next part of the project. So that's it guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Also, if you want to watch more video like this one, please subscribe the channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I will upload my next video. So my name is Arfan and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.